Hi and welcome back to the cottage. Let me be your accountability partner today as I clean my master bathroom. You've maybe heard about the popular technique of body doubling, where you work alongside someone else doing a similar task, and this just gives you a bit more motivation and encouragement to keep going. You don't feel like you're alone. And so I thought that this cleaning of my bathroom might be a great opportunity for any of you watching today who may have a space that you've been putting off for a while and you just really need to tackle it, that maybe we could work on this at the same time. And so if that's something that you're interested in, I encourage you to pause the video, go get your cleaning supplies, get everything set up and ready, and then press play again so that we can do this together. Now, our master bathroom is not overly large, but bathrooms have a unique characteristic about them. They generally have a lot of hard surfaces everywhere. They also have some soft things like shower curtains, towels, and even rugs that need to be cleaned up as well. And there's usually an element of storage in that space too. As you can see, I'm starting with the soft elements of the room by putting the shower curtain and towels in the washing machine and then bringing my rug outside for a good scrubbing. And I like to do these things first because they can be then drying while I'm working on the other parts of the room itself. This rug is a wool rug that I purchased so many years ago. I don't even remember exactly where I bought it from, but at least in the summertime when I can have things outside to dry, I like to give it a really good scrub with soap and then rinse it out with water and let it just dry out in the sun. It gives it a little bit more freshness, and because I can't throw it in the washing machine, this is really the only good way that I've found to do it. I suppose a bathtub might be efficient as well. Next, I'm going to tackle cleaning my tile shower and specifically the grout. I mentioned this in a recent video about 33 one-minute tasks that you can do to keep your home looking great. And all you need is 3/4 cup of baking soda, 1/4 cup of hydrogen peroxide, and then a tablespoon of dish soap. And you mix it all together. It creates this foamy mixture that you can then apply to your grout lines. The thing I love about this process is you don't really need to scrub it into the grout lines so much as just have it applied to the grout and then let it sit for a good amount of time if you'd like. And since I'm cleaning the rest of my bathroom, I'm going to let this sit here for a while. Now, if there are certain really stubborn areas where there's some stains on the grout, I will sometimes use the toothbrush and scrub on it, but this doesn't take nearly as much elbow grease as some of the other techniques that I've seen floating around as tips. You just really need to apply this to the grout that needs to be cleaned and let it sit for a little while and then scrub it off, which I'll show you later in this video. Really, only about the lower half of the tiles in the shower get any moisture contact from the spray of the shower head, and so that's really what I need to focus on when I do my grout cleaning. While that mixture is sitting there working its magic on the grout, I'm going to tackle some other aspects of the room. We have one small window in our bathroom, and though it is pretty high off of the floor, which was done for privacy purposes, it does offer quite a bit of natural lighting and also is great for ventilation. This is an awning window, which means that when I turn the crank, it will open almost in a horizontal way. I can reach the crank by standing on the floor, but if I want to clean the entire window, I do need to bring in a step stool, which, to be honest, means that I probably am not cleaning it as often as I should. To finish up the tile cleaning, I fill a bucket partially full with very warm, almost hot water, and then I use a sponge that has a coarser side and a softer side. And as you can see, some of the cleaner has sort of dried onto the tile, but that's okay because it will get rehydrated with the water and it really does come off very easily. And for the most part, I can use that soft side of the sponge, but if I see that there's any staining or anything that's a little bit more stubborn, I can scrape it with the other side. For the most part though, it just all comes off really easily and the tile is kept looking great. For the rest of the room, I'm going to be doing sort of a top-down approach, cleaning those things that are a little bit higher in the room all the way down to the floor. Obviously, the mirror gets cleaned every single time that I clean the bathroom, and so that's not a big effort, but the vanity needs some extra attention today. Now, you might not be aware, if you're a fairly new subscriber to the channel, that this is something my husband actually built specifically for the house. It was based off of something that I saw on the Pottery Barn website that was way out of our price range, and so we just tried to replicate the look as best that we could, and I think he did a great job. It has this space underneath the vanity where we keep our baskets for dirty clothes and also for clothes that we're going to wear again, like our pajamas. And so these slats I don't clean super often, but this is a good opportunity to do that. And then the face of this vanity has like a protective wax on it that I just need to kind of polish up every now and then as well. It only has one working drawer, which is the bottom one, and the top one is just a facade to cover up the piping and things like that. Now, I get asked all the time where we keep all of our supplies in our minimalist bathroom, and really this is it. Our supplies that we use to get ready in the morning, we have a side for my husband, a side for myself, and then kind of a shared middle section for our toothbrushes and things like that. And so I recommend, if you're doing a bathroom cleaning, to pull everything out of the vanity or a cabinet space that you're cleaning out, and really take a look at all of the toiletries that you have in there and see if you're using all of them, because even though we have these small areas, it's easy to see when they get filled up, and so you can recognize that, but there were still things in both my side and my husband's side that we really hadn't used that often, and so I'm going to be getting rid of those things. And so I just encourage you to do this routinely if you can, just to keep an eye on the inventory. Now moving on to more of the standard bathroom cleaning tasks, such as cleaning the top of the vanity and also the toilet. Again, these are things that I do on a regular basis, but what I'm used to doing usually is cleaning all 4 bathrooms in sequence, just one right after the other. So I'll take my little cleaning supply caddy and clean in one bathroom and then move to all the others until all 4 are completely clean. But it is nice today to just be working in this one room, giving it a deep cleaning and give the different aspects of this room a little bit more attention to detail. So polishing the chrome of the faucet a little bit more and just taking a little bit more time on the toilet as well. Instead of just getting it a quick clean, it's more of a deep clean. And finally, moving on to the lowest parts of the room, the baseboard and the floor tile. Now, I really love the look of our white hex floor with the dark gray grout. I think it's beautiful, but if I'm being completely honest, it does show every little thing that falls on it, and I have quite a bit of hair. My husband has a beard. I find myself constantly wiping up hair from the floor. And so if I were to do it again, I probably would veer towards more of a mid-tone gray tile with a gray grout. I just think it would be easier to maintain overall. What an amazing sense of accomplishment it is to have one room completely deep cleaned, knowing that everything is fresh, every surface has been touched in some way, and that it is really at its optimal best right now. But I know, and you know as well, that this room is only going to be looking this perfect for about the next 30 minutes, probably tops. And that's because we live in our home and we are going to use this space again. And so ultimately it will need to be cleaned again. For this moment in time though, I'm going to just appreciate the cleanliness and this feeling of freshness in this space. And if you were doing body doubling at the same time that I was cleaning our master bathroom, I'd love to hear about what you were able to accomplish, what you set your sights on, and if you were able to get it done. Leave me a comment down below and tell me all about it. Thank you so much for watching today's video, and I hope that you'll stop by the cottage again really soon.